Hey man, how's it going?
Yo,
So just to let you know, we are live on Twitch.
okay,
You're comfortable with that, right?
yeah,
Cool. Okay, so good morning. How was your flight?
right, it was good.
Yeah, there's nothing like squeezing in a quick Among Us interview between
Exactly.
flying across the country.
I just got off Among Us.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think it's always fun, like uh, trying to see just how many games you can squeeze in, even when you got a billion other things going on. Something
Yeah, I
very
just rage quit.
Uh huh. Something very re-energizing about playing the game itself and not just all the other random stuff that goes around, like
Yeah.
organizing and stuff like that. But yeah, so really great to take the time with you, and I'd love to like know a little bit more about like you as a person, you as a player. Like, um, tell me something that's unique about you as a person.
Like in Among Us or like in real life?
Well, a bit of both, right? Because we have the persona that we bring into the game, and then we have the persona that we are in real life. For example, I see myself as a pretty wholesome person who
Yeah.
tries to bring a very supportive nature into my work, into my life, and into even Among Us. So I'd love to know, like, what do you identify with on a values level?
I'm pretty determined. Like if I want to do something, I'll probably like do it.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like
I'm
very
pretty
goals
supportive.
oriented. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell me about some of your goals.
Probably like just like make money, like be able to support my family and like by myself. It's like probably illogical, but that's my main goal
Yeah, so I don't
because
know how comfortable you are getting into personal details on the internet, but yeah,
yeah,
I
it's fine.
I personally like to know who people are. You don't have to go into your real name or anything like that, but like you mentioned wanting to support
Oh
your
yeah.
family, be a breadwinner, all this sort of thing. Are you
Yeah.
interested in like starting a family, or what's that about?
Yeah, but like I'm probably too young right now.
Yeah,
But like maybe like when I'm probably mid 20s, I don't know.
cool, awesome. Okay, so yeah, like coming from that angle where you want to be successful, by the sounds of it, how do you bring that
Yeah.
into your sort of Among Us persona?
uh, um, I don't know. Like I probably like, cause I took a 6 month break from Among Us like recently. Like I came back maybe a month ago,
Yeah,
and this is like I started playing in Purple about a month ago. But like I see people that I used to play with a bit.
totally.
So like the at the start of the season, I was kind of like halfway through when I came back, I was probably playing with like my eyes closed a little bit.
Yeah,
Like I was like really bad because I hadn't played a game in a while. So like
yeah,
I'm getting back into it now.
yeah. I felt the same way after like having a year off, then coming back and you have to be
Yeah,
like, oh, okay. Because I thought about it when I was like closing my eyes. Like I don't even remember what the Among Us characters look like. You
yeah,
know?
it's like a lot of new metas and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Like
yeah, exactly. And then you have to sort of ramp up on the rules changes. Even like, oh, you're allowed to queue now on medbay, and you are
yeah,
allowed to pre-plan sometimes, but not if it's public server. Like lots of changes you have to keep up with.
hmm
So speaking of changes, what are some controversial changes in your opinion?
uh, like recently or like all
Well,
time.
since you came back, what do you think was a change for the worse?
Probably for the worst. For the worst of ranked, I think it would be like turning off all roles.
Oh, really? Interesting. You
Yeah,
mean
like
like you
cause
want engineer, scientist, all that stuff?
no, not all of them. Maybe just like engineer. Because like I kind of want to see sheriff in ranked. It would be like a new aspect.
That would actually be incredible. I think that you could even consider spinning up a parallel ranked with roles. Like
Oh yeah, and then
a lot
oh
of
yeah.
other ranked games, like Dota 2 for example, will have separate flavors of ranked. So you can queue into different types of ranked games.
Yeah,
And the
I used to
purple
play
server's
Dota.
huge, right? Like 200,000
Yeah,
people. So there's definitely enough player base to support, roles.
I actually believe that like more than 90% of the people that play in purple don't know there's a ranked mode.
Definitely. That's absolutely the case. And even the ones who do try it out, firstly, they're intimidated. And then secondly, even if they do try it out, they get flamed and don't have a good experience.
Yeah, like XYZ, he used to get flamed, and then like he like got mods, so like people were kind of nice to him, and then like he got demoted.
So, what do you think is the solution to this whole flaming business?
Maybe, maybe like more like tips at the game. Like when someone loses, like obviously people are gonna be mad because people like are MMR like centered. They care about MMR
Sure.
maybe too much.
Yes, I agree
But
too
like
much.
you can't really do that because like they're putting a lot of hours in. So I can see why they'll be mad if someone with one person throws their game or a few.
Yeah, totally.
But because
So
it kind
then,
of like makes their reputation bad.
so you and I are aligned on that we should be helping new players get better. But
Yeah.
my additional note there is that we should do it in a nice way.
Mhm.
When
I
I
agree.
proposed a coaching system, official supported for a coaching system on the purple server, it seems like the staff were not willing to take it on. I suspect because it's a lot of work. What do you think about being like a grassroots coach?
I think that the reason they don't like are not supportive of a coaching system is because I don't think it would be used. I feel like people like
Yeah,
the only
so
people that
they
are
don't think there's an appetite for it, yeah?
yeah, I feel like the people that are like at the top, they're not like willing to coach because they're like they are the ones being toxic.
Sure. Now
Because-
there's a subset of people who are good who are not toxic. Like I don't know if on the previous interview I brought up the people who are nice tier list. I don't know if you've seen this.
Yes, I have.
So
I
then
disagree with it.
you disagree with it. So who in your mind are the people who are sufficiently nice to be a coach?
Wait, I forgot the list. Who's on the top? Like
Yeah.
just S tier?
So it's up to you to sort of draw the cut line for like what is considered good enough in terms of niceness to be a coach. I think it should be at least A tier.
Yeah, I think
So the list is on A tier. We're going with Homework, Hufo, Kali, Zordlin, Cheese, Saigo, Spear, Nerdy, Phenom. I think they would all be great coaches.
I think the people that I would like to see as coaches is Timmy, Saitama, maybe Chippy, Pavito, Swift.
So Saitama is
Swirl.
B tier niceness. So I think if he can dial
Yeah,
back
I don't
his
think he cares about the
toxicity,
game.
if he can dial back his toxicity a little bit, he could be a reasonable coach in my eyes.
And Phenom could coach.
Yep, that was one of the ones I said as well. He's an A tier.
Yeah.
So then, would you be willing to sort of speak with some of these people and encourage them to be a coach? Because they might not even have it on their radar, but enough people saying like, "Hey, you'd be a great coach," might influence them.
Is Timmy on the people who are nice tier list?
Let me have another look. He's not listed, but what would you rank him?
Probably S.
Oh yeah,
tier,
actually no,
but-
he's down here in D. Never mind. D
Yeah,
tier.
that's like that's fair, but I would put him in S tier because like he's like the nicest guy I know. I think.
S tier. So if even one person thinks that someone belongs in D tier, I would probably go talk to whoever put him in D tier and see if that changes your opinion. Because I think it's not good enough to be nice to a few people. You have to be nice to everyone, even the ones you don't
Is
like.
that Javito that made that?
I'm not sure if it's Javito. It might have been Faisal.
Oh yeah, I don't think they like each other.
Well, then that's a problem, right? Like, even if you don't like someone, you need to be respectful to them. And if he
That's
can't
true.
manage to be respectful, then he's not really an S tier niceness. He's maybe a D tier or at best C tier.
That could be true, but from what I've seen, like he's like really nice. Like he used to help me out like a lot.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
like, even some of the truly toxic people will be nice to the people that they call friends. That's not good enough, though. Because they have to be nice to people who've thrown a crew game that made them lose MMR, and that's a tough ask.
Yeah, that's true. I can see that.
So, I mean, with this added data around what it takes to be nice enough, do you still maintain that he should be S tier?
Maybe A tier.
Okay, so he's
Like
like,
I just haven't seen him not being nice. Like I
yeah,
just haven't
and
seen it.
right, and maybe like talk to Jovito or talk to Faisal or whoever had a grievance with him, and see if that rises to the level of disqualifying him as a coach. Of course, you don't have to do all this work, right? Like, this is me totally spitballing. Another option is that you become a coach.
I don't know. I don't know if like I'm good enough yet. Like I still gotta like come back like fully. I'm still washed, but I gotta maybe when I unwash, I'm ranked ace again.
So even though you might consider yourself washed, you and I are both silver tier, which means we could, in theory, coach bronze or iron people.
That's true. I should be gold. I lost 150 MMR.
Yeah, I've been gold as well, man. It sucks. But you could definitely coach someone 2 tiers below you. And there are so many people that are 2 tiers below you. In fact, there are 200,000 people that don't even have iron because they've never played ranked. And some of them are joining games and throwing, and they need the help. That is actually the massive need. So literally any player in ranked who's played more than one game is going to have something to offer.
I think there should be a public announcement that there is like a ranked role that you can get to see ranked because I don't think enough people know.
That's not going to help. All that will do is bring a whole bunch of people in who will hate it, and then they will all leave. We can't
Yeah, but
really
they-
just bring in lots of noobs. We have to actually fix the toxicity first.
I think every day there's less people playing ranked.
Yes, and this contributes to the narrative of Ranked Among Us is dying.
I disagree.
Well then, what do you think the risk is?
Well, obviously, like every game dies at like its own rate, but I think Ranked Among Us has been the same for like at least a year.
I think so
Because,
too, yeah. Mhm.
There's so many different ranked servers that like
Yep, you
we
can
don't
always
know
merge
about.
them, and there's always a few people who are diehard fans, sweaty Among Us players who will continue the spirit of Ranked Among Us.
Yeah, because like I don't think pubs will die either. Because people have been saying the game's been dying for at least like a year and a half, 2 years.
Exactly. You and I have the same attitude towards all this naysaying about Ranked Among Us, or even Among Us in general, is dying. It's just not the case.
Yeah, it's like on its own, Among Us is a social deduction game,
Correct?
and I don't think there's like a game like it.
Right. No, there are. Like Res, for instance. Res being
Yeah,
a
but-
far inferior experience, but similar in nature.
The only game close to Among Us is probably Deceit, but like I know people have been playing that a lot recently, like me too.
Yeah. Cool, man. So, what are you willing to commit to fix the problems with purple?
I could probably like see myself being less toxic towards anyone.
It's a good start. Where would you put yourself on the people who are nice to your list?
Probably B.
Great, that's already good enough to be a coach.
Yeah,
Almost, right? Like, by your standard, you wanted some B to people to be coaches. By my standard, I think you could be a little nicer if you want to reach A to be a coach.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where is
So then-
XYZ on that?
XYZ is not great. He is in D. No. Was it D? He's in B, sorry. So that's like the standard that you put yourself at. And Saitama and
Yeah, maybe I'm
Rocker,
A then.
Static and Iron Spoon and etc., are all B. You might be A.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly haven't played with you much.
XYZ is like known for waffling.
All right. Here's a test of your character. What do you think of the player Raka?
I think it's like the way she plays crewmate. I don't get it. Like she's like, every game. There was one game I remember. She said, "In my game," like so many times. Like I don't think like she tries to give info, but the info is like not info. It's like
Because she's still not
she
very
just-
good objectively, right? But she definitely has
Yeah.
spirit. Now, what
I'm-
have you said to her?
I don't think I said much to her. Like we used to be friends like 2 years ago. And
That's
she was
great.
like way better than me. But
What do you think she thinks of you?
I don't know, probably like a friend. I haven't played with her much recently.
Okay, so basically you're effectively neutral to this
Yeah.
controversial person, which makes you about B tier.
I don't think she's that controversial because she doesn't like play much. So
Yeah, but there's a reason she doesn't play, right? And it's because of the toxicity. If she had the most amazing experience, she would keep playing. She threw in a ton of hours. Like, this season she's played a lot of games and received a lot of hate. And I don't think you've contributed to the problem, but you haven't exactly sort of stood up and fixed it either.
yeah, I haven't seen her play. Like I saw her play maybe like twice, and there was like no issue. But
Right, I mean, it's an interesting case study. How about, has someone else flamed her in front of you?
let me try. I don't know. Maybe Abdul.
What did you do
But I'm
about
not
it?
sure. I don't know. I don't think I like did much, but
Yeah, you probably did nothing, right? So evil is what happens when good men stand by and do nothing.
that's true.
So yeah, I think this is about being an ally to people who are getting flamed. And that's the way that you can advance through the tiers of being nice.
Mhm. That's true.
Cool, man. I don't want this whole thing to turn into a ways in which you are not meeting standards. I feel like that would be something you'd regret doing. So tell me about something that you really enjoy about Purple.
Probably just the competitiveness,
Mm-hmm.
or like not. I don't know how to explain it. Like not the competitiveness, but like the ability to play serious competitive games. Like
Exactly. Yep.
like
The sweatiness.
yeah. So basically, I think pubs are like really bad,
Yes.
but ranked is also like pretty bad. But the games are good.
Right. It's the quality of the games is really high.
Yes. And like I tried to play pubs. I think it was like 2 days ago, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I just go to vitals like first round. I get 3 clears and no one's talking.
It's so awful, right? Like, pubs are
And nobody-
useless.
Nobody votes till 6. Like I have an imp between 2 people and they just skip. They're like, let's give the imp a chance. Like what?
Yeah. No, I know. I played recently with my sister, and I could tell she was imp. And then immediately after the game, she's flaming me, saying like, "Why am I playing so sweaty?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, this is just in my nature. I play to win." And she found that unacceptable and wanted me to throw for her. I was like, "Oh, it's just a very different attitude."
Cause purple pubs are like, cause I think they're like the worst pubs I've played. Like I used to play Among Us Community. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like I was a senior mod there,
Hmm.
and I only played in there for like all my time playing Among Us, and then I came here when it got deleted. So, cause my first server was Among Us Cafe, and that was in like
Among Us what?
July. Among Us Cafe.
Cafe. I don't think I've played that one.
Yeah, I think Rocket did. It was in July 2020, and then
Cool.
I think it was September. It got bought by Ascentum, and then I stopped playing because pretty sure they took out the Among Us.
Are you interested in a future staff position as a moderator?
I don't know. Maybe not. They get flamed a lot.
Yeah, but you could be part of fixing that too.
I wouldn't really like want to warn like my friends. I don't know. I feel like I'd be a little biased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to be biased?
Well, it would just suck like warning my friends because like they'll always be mad at me for that.
What if they could be better people who don't get mad at you for that? What if they realize that it's just your job and that they need to be better people?
Yeah, I could see that, but it would take like a lot to convince them.
But dude, I know I'm only asking you these questions as like sort of probing, and I understand. I don't want to be a mod either. It is a thankless job where you will be hated on.
Yeah, because like in the Among Us community, like we didn't really like need to. We like obviously there was like no ranked, so we didn't like. There's only tournaments. We didn't like need to mod our own games.
Right.
Actually, you weren't allowed to mod your own games. You get proof and then you make a report and then because like there was a report system where
Yep.
you type in the report channel and then like we got the report
Yep.
in another report channel and then we claim it and then we DM the person or we join the VC and then we just get proof because we didn't do anything without proof. But like ranked modding is like way different. It's like
It's very
you need to
laborious.
join, mute. You need to like look at two sides. You need to watch the whole game. Like,
Yeah.
There's so much that can change.
Yeah, and if that's not a goal of yours, then I totally get it. Right? Like that might not be the sort of role that you enjoy. And I don't think I would enjoy it either. Just like settling random disputes and then people hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man.
I can see that.
Yeah. What's something that you would change about the community if you had a magic wand to wave it?
Maybe put players back.
Like who specifically?
Like maybe I don't know if this counts, but I would make like everyone's skill a little worse.
Oh, like you would de-sweat a few people? Or are
Yeah.
you saying... Yeah, so you want to physically change their ability as opposed to lowering their MMR.
Yeah, and Maniac's Mike.
Dude, Maniac's mic, that was a legit one. So in my interview with him, I offered to buy him a new mic. And I think he got scared off by the offer. But I'm going to keep harassing him until he accepts or buys one himself.
He had a mic like a week ago. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Like-
he told me when I asked him, like, hey, why is your mic bad? He's like, oh, dude, I have a gaming PC. I have a gaming PC! You know, like his UK accent. Anyway, so he was playing, or like doing the interview from his laptop or something, which has like a terrible speaker system. And then he has a gaming PC where he has a proper headset, but he just doesn't use it for some reason. So I think it's something he can fix, he just hasn't really invested the time.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, Maniac Mike, that is like such a big issue that you even brought it up. I think I'll point him at this interview, and then he'll realize how big a problem that is.
Yeah, like sometimes like there's like Maniac in Among Us. Maniac has like all of his things come together. Like literally today, like maybe an hour ago, we were in a game, and I accused him, and he said I have all the info, and then he took up like 2 minutes of the meeting with his mic like going off in the background, and he had no info, and then we just voted him because he took up the whole meeting and said
Oh
nothing.
no, that's so unfortunate. I think
But he
that
was
like
cool.
buying him a new mic is actually a genuine way to fix the community.
I think his mic is bad because he's on holiday.
Sure,
New
but
York.
I would deliver it to wherever he's staying on holiday to have a better ranked Among Us experience.
Yeah, he's playing off a PS4. Like, what is that?
Right? What? Yeah, wild. Cool, man. Definitely agree on the Maniac one. Very interesting hot take around you want to de-sweat people, because earlier you had said your favorite part, or one of the things that you appreciate, is how sweaty the community is.
Yeah.
Is this because you sort of miss the days of more casual, or like people were bad?
No, I think the games used to be sweaty, but like they were like worse than now.
I
Like,
see. So
people
you
get better.
think the
Games stay
game
the
has
same
become
amount.
too easy for crewmates or something?
Well, I mean, it's always like it's always in the crewmate side, but I think no, actually, not the problem is not like people being too sweaty. It's like everyone trying to talk at the same time.
Oh yeah, this is actually not to do with a skill issue. This is more like an ego issue.
Everyone wants to like lead the meeting.
Definitely, people love the sound of their own voice. Some people think that talking really loud or really fast, and even when they're not the one who found the body or pushed the button, they're like, "No, let me drive it. Let me get that. I have all the info." This sort of thing is
Yeah, exactly.
really, really annoying.
Hmm.
And this has nothing to do with them being good or not at playing the game. Mechanically, it has to do with them knowing when to talk and when to like shut their mouth.
That's true.
And yeah, I agree. Like there are some lobbies where people don't do that, and it's so much nicer. And you can sort of get a feel for it based on like who's in the lobby. And genuinely, I think that the people who are at the top of the people who are nice tier list don't clog.
That's true.
So
I think
really,
a big problem.
we don't need coaching on how to increase your MMR. We need coaching on how to increase the how nice people are.
Exactly.
Soft skills coaching.
I think a big problem in purple is like e-dating.
No, I don't think so, man. You think it's really a problem? It's already banned.
Yeah, like they had to make a rule like about it because like a few months ago they did. I don't think they had that rule, but they made a rule because like a lot of like e-couples they play Among Us.
Hmm. I see,
Like
and then they're
Timmy
going to
and
be
XYZ.
biased in their decisions or something like that.
Yeah.
That's funny. I never even thought about that angle. I just thought it was to stop people getting harassed by sort of like people who are just there to play games, and then they get all these unwanted advances. I thought that was the
Yeah,
intent.
because people will probably just vote with emotion after that.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I didn't realize that was the intent. I don't know if that's that big of a problem though, man. Like, how many cases of this have you heard? Whereas the toxicity is a daily thing.
In public lobbies, it definitely is.
Sure, yeah, public versus ranked, for sure. And I can see why, because the rule applies to all the casual lobbies, which are like 50x the scale of ranked.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I mean, like, why am I only limiting our discussion to ranked? You're talking about casual as well, and that's totally valid.
Hmm. Also, like DMing and ranked, like, because like
Yeah, that's
if
like
people are
so
close, they'll
sad.
probably just DM.
Yeah. The DMing thing is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, you can't really prohibit it unless
You
you
can't.
like drag the Insta screen share.
Nah, even if you did that, they could be using their phone and text messaging each other. Like, there's so many ways to circumvent any type of policing. For a committed
Yeah, like-
evil person, they can circumvent any amount of accountability.
Yeah, like I've seen in ranked where like E couples they kill each other in bookshelf and like next game they do it in top right reactor like so they can't get accused. Like what is that?
Yeah, that's like, they're no longer playing the game on the same playing field that everyone else is. They're
Yeah,
playing
like
a
X
parallel
and Timmy.
game where they are colluding. And if they've ever been found out, I think they should just be permabanned.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Cool, man. This has been great. Is there anything else, like closing thoughts that you want to give before I wrap?
Maybe this is actually hard. I don't know.
Who do you want to give a shout out to? Or who should we raid
Timmy.
after this stream ends?
Timmy and Mouse Balls.
Timmy and Molsballs. And any specific reason?
Yeah, like Timmy's like I've been friends with him for like 8 years, so
Props to Timmy.
we're like
Timmy is considering doing an interview, by the way. What do you think he should talk about on stream?
he should talk about like I actually want to know how he got like a really clean hairline because like his hairline is like really clean.
Nice, nice. Love it. And what about Mols?
Um, I kind of want to like, cause she like hard stacks a lot, so I would like, and she
Shout
like
out to
pre-plans
Moles
too.
for hard stacking.
Yeah, like she's kind of my kitten, so
That is so not wholesome, dude.
yeah, like she kind of hard stacks and
you,
pre-plans.
you're shout outing to someone that you find unacceptable. Do you see why that's a little bit toxic?
No, no, I'm being like, cause like sometimes like I'm on my field task, and I get off my field task, and then like she's right there, like what?
Cool. Okay, I can see what you're doing here. You're trying to like make the community better by gently nudging her to stop hard stacking.
Yeah, and pre-planning.
Cool. And the pre-planning is a bit of a problem. People try to get around it in clever quote unquote ways, like um, you have a special task, you know what to do. These sorts of dog whistles are just so
Oh my
transparent.
god.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah, Baki said that one time, and then she got warned.
Yeah, and so she should, right? This stuff makes the game less fun.
Yeah,
Cool
that's
thing,
true.
man. Yeah, this has been fun. Who should we raid?
We should probably raid. Let me see who's streaming. Is Abdu streaming?
Let me
No.
have a look.
Maybe Prior. Oh, did you watch the Lover Host?
Lover host?
It was like from Milks Among Us.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. It's like, wait, you don't know what Lover Host is?
No.
Oh, it's like where it's like a dating show like on Twitch. Like there's a girl and there's like 8 guys, and they all have their like cams on and like they
Oh,
ask each
actually, I
other.
think I do know this. Yeah, was Pokimane on it?
No, it was like another Among Us ranked server doing it.
Oh, that's amazing. I don't know
So,
if I
like,
have that Twitch handle. Can you send me it? Like DM me whatever Twitch handle you want me to raid.
I don't think it's streaming, but maybe you could like raid my favorite like Among Us streamer, Disguised Toast.
Disguised Toast. I'm sure he'll appreciate the 3 viewers that are coming his way.
Yeah.
We're kind of on a different playing field here, man. I think we need to shoot a little bit lower. There are people that could
Okay.
do better.
Yeah, okay. Let me. I don't know people on Twitch. Like, what is this?
You may not, and that's fine. Maybe you can spend like 3 minutes looking through Among Us categories, and we can find who to raid. Or you can DM people that you know stream and ask if you want a raid or whatever.
Yeah.
So who's IRL Karma? Are they a streamer?
No, they're just like a person in Mooks Among Us, and they were just streaming the Lover Host, and that was like really funny. Cause do you know Ken?
I do know Ken, yes.
Ken was on it.
a celebrity from the Ranked Among Us scene. Amazing.
Yeah, Ken saw everyone else turning his camera on, and then he left.
What do you think Ken gets in the people who are nice tier list?
Probably D.
That's right. He's the first entry under D. It's
Yeah,
Ken. That's so funny.
Yeah,
Because, I kind of thought of him, when I first met him, I thought of him as the nicest guy. Because he was hosting karaoke back in Bonfire days. And I sang
yeah.
with him, and I thought, oh, this guy is awesome. And then I realized how toxic he is.
That guy made a female voice tier list,
Oh, wow, that is creepy.
and that was when I kind of knew like what is this guy doing?
Yeah, no wonder he's on that, like, dubious dating thing as well.
Maybe you could raid like my girlfriend Amaranth.
Totally. Yeah, I'm sure that's your girlfriend. Let's raid someone with like less than 100 followers. Someone on a similar playing field to me.
Does she have less than 100?
Can you find her on Twitch? see if she's even live. Like, I can't raid someone that's not even streaming.
Well, like, let me see. It's like, okay. I'm looking at the Among Us tab, and like these are all Spanish. Like,
Yeah,
Like
well,
what?
let's raid a little Spanish streamer, Spanish speaking streamer. That's fine.
okay, but
It's even
these
better
guys
if
are
you
all
raid
trying
someone
to
that you
pass
care
it.
about, of course. But like, if we're out of
This
options,
guy has visual tasks on. Fuck that. What the hell? Okay, maybe
you could just select English. That is a way.
how to sort and filter. Okay, search
Yeah.
tags. English. Oh yeah.
Here's one with 9 viewers. Niverio24.
Oh yeah, I see that. He's playing modded. What the hell?
this.
Is that in purple? Hold on. I think that guy's in purple.
Probably. No, it's not. Right?
Oh no, they have a modded section, don't they?
Let's
No,
have a
it's
look.
not.
I'll try and like research in parallel. Is Niverio in purple? I don't see him.
Yeah, maybe actually like I have a favorite like Among Us streamer. I think he's live right now. Let me see. But he's not popular. Oh yeah, he has 24 viewers. His name is Wilco Wilkins.
Wilco Wilkins? Is he live on Twitch at the moment?
Yeah, he is. He has 24 viewers.
Do you spell? Oh yeah, Wilco Wilkins 17. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's him. He's like really cool.
Okay.
He's
Hi,
playing Airship
Wilco.
though. I don't know if I respect that.
I'm raiding. I love Airship.
I only played it and like modded and when it came out. Like what? The best map is just Polis.
Yes. Polus is
and then Skeld.
consistently good. Skeld is fun,
And then-
but has broken hard clear.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? I only
Alright.
play Polis.
I'm gonna do the raid, and I think the Twitch audience is going to end up disappearing, and so we'll probably wrap up the interview. But thank you so much for your time, Sol. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It has been fun. I had a great time. I'm really glad I did this.
Yeah, you should come play ranked Among Us.
Yes, that is my intent. I do also have to get ready for Easter with family, so we'll see. Maybe I can squeeze in a quick game.
Yeah, because Timmy wants to play, so.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, I'll see you later.